Did you know that with a very simple technique, you can clone or duplicate almost any woody fruit tree? Plants like almond trees, fig trees, avocado, or even rosemary can be propagated at home without spending any money. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it step by step with various examples, and you'll see how easy it is to get new plants from just branches. We'll begin with the almond tree. What we're going to do is select a healthy, strong branch from the tree. We don't cut it completely. With a sharp knife or razor blade, we make a partial cut, just enough for it to open a little so that a piece of that branch can be introduced into a bag with water. In that section that is in contact with the water is where the new roots will sprout. Before placing the bag, I apply a trick. I sprinkle a little cinnamon powder on the wound. This helps prevent fungus and at the same time stimulates root development. Then, I place the bag with water around the cut, making sure it's tightly fitted, and secure it with a tie. Very important, cover the bag with black plastic. This way, we maintain humidity, reduce light exposure, and encourage faster root formation. Another tip, check the bag every week. If you notice the water getting cloudy or starting to smell bad, completely replace it with fresh water. Within about 4 to 6 weeks, you should start to see roots. Once they are ready, we cut just below the root point, and we already have our new almond tree ready to transplant into a pot of about 10 liters with a loose substrate rich in organic matter. Remember that the best time to do this is in late winter or early spring when the tree is waking up and the sap begins to flow strongly. Now, let's move on to the fig tree. First, we directly cut a healthy branch that is approximately 20 centimeters in length by making an oblique cut specifically at an angle to increase the surface area for water absorption and to minimize the risk of rot. Next, we dip the cutting in aloe vera pulp. This hydrates the cutting's tissue and provides root-stimulating compounds. Then we coat the cut with powdered cinnamon, which acts as a natural antifungal, helping prevent fungi or bacteria as the cutting starts to root. Now we put the cutting into a bag with water, then close it with a tie so it doesn't evaporate, and place it in a warm spot away from direct sunlight where it receives indirect light. Use settled or rainwater so it doesn't contain chlorine, and check every few days that the water is clean, changing it if necessary. This ensures healthy and strong roots. Fig trees usually root quickly. In about 3 to 4 weeks, we will see white roots inside the bag. Once they are abundant and robust, we will transplant the cutting to a 5-liter pot with light, well-drained substrate. The optimal time to propagate fig trees is in the early spring, exactly when the buds are beginning to swell. At that particular stage, the branch possesses a great deal of stored energy, which promotes rapid and healthy root development. Now, let's talk about the classic rosemary. This plant is not only very resilient and aromatic, but it also adapts very well to both gardens and pots. It's perfect for those who always want to have fresh herbs readily available for cooking or preparing infusions. For this particular method, I'm going to be using 3 sprigs, each one approximately 20 centimeters in length. First, I'll carefully clean the lower section of each sprig, about 10 centimeters, by removing all the leaves and leaving the stem completely exposed. That section, which is left bare, will be in contact with the water and from where the new roots will emerge. Then I prepare 3 small bags with water and place each little branch inside. I close the bags with rubber bands or ties so they're held securely and the water doesn't evaporate too much. An important detail, ideally use rainwater or aged water, leaving it at least 24 hours in a container so it loses chlorine and doesn't harm the cuttings. Another tip, check the bags once a week. If you notice the water gets cloudy or sediment appears at the bottom, change it to prevent fungal growth. Then, I place the sachets in a warm spot with good indirect light. Direct sunlight can be too strong and dry out the stems, so a bright but protected location is ideal. With a little patience, in about 4 to 8 weeks, the cuttings will start to grow small white roots. That will be the moment to transplant them. For this, I prepare small pots between 2 and 5 liters with a light mixture of peat and sand that ensures good drainage. Rosemary does not tolerate waterlogging. I place each cutting in its pot and water moderately. Later on, once the rosemary has grown into a small, compact bush, you can then move it to its permanent location, either in the garden, directly in the soil, or into a larger pot. Extra tip: the ideal time to propagate rosemary is in late spring or early summer, when the plant is actively growing and possesses more energy to successfully establish roots. And now we move on to the avocado. Here we follow a very similar technique to the almond tree and what we saw before with the fig tree and rosemary. We select a healthy branch, one that's not too old, measuring approximately 20 centimeters. We make a partial oblique cut with a knife or a cutter, just enough to open a small section so that it can be in direct contact with the water inside the bag. Before we place the branch into the bag, we always apply a very special treatment. First, we can gently rub a little bit of fresh aloe vera onto the wound. Oh, that really hurts.
This hydrates the tissue and provides natural hormones that stimulate root formation. Then we coat the wound with cinnamon powder, which acts as a natural antifungal, protecting the branch from fungi and bacteria during rooting. Then I place the bag with water, seal it well, and cover it with black plastic to maintain darkness and humidity, conditions that greatly favor root development. Every week I check the water, and if it's cloudy, I completely change it to prevent issues with fungi or bacteria. Avocado usually takes a little longer than other cuttings, but in about 5 to 7 weeks, we will start to see roots developing inside the bag. When they are abundant and robust, we make a cut right below the rooted section, and then transplant the new young sapling into a large pot, about 10 liters in size, with a loose substrate, rich in organic matter, so it has ample space and nutrients to grow strong. The best time to propagate avocados is in early summer, when the plant is most active and heat promotes rapid root formation. With a little patience and this care, we'll have a new small tree ready to grow and develop in our garden. For all these methods to work correctly, it's essential to apply a natural fungicide. The procedure is very simple. We mix 1 liter of water with a pinch of cinnamon powder, stirring it well so that the cinnamon is completely distributed, and then we strain the mixture through a fine cloth so that a clean, lump-free liquid remains ready for spraying. Once prepared, we spray the cuttings every 4 days, approximately. This protects the cuts and the areas where roots are forming, preventing the appearance of fungi or bacteria that could rot the cutting. If we don't apply this protection, we risk the cuttings deteriorating quickly and our propagation will have a much lower success rate. Additionally, cinnamon is completely natural and safe for plants, and by applying it, we stimulate a healthy environment for roots to grow strong and healthy. So if you want to keep learning more tricks like this, subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, and don't forget to activate the bell icon. That way, YouTube will notify you every time we publish a new video. See you in the next video.